everybody, and welcome back to Star Card Review, and welcome back to the second review for tonight, which is a game review, and that is on BIOMUTANT, specifically for the Xbox One, and it's basically my review of the game. I completed it last week, I believe. I did do a little semi-review thing on it, but I have I officially completed it, and now I want to talk about the Xbox version of it, BIOMUTANT, which is virtually, I really enjoyed the game. Developed by Experiment 101 and published by THQ Nordic. BIOMUTANT was a really funny, really heartfelt game. It open world as well. I could not believe the amount of open worldness to BIOMUTANT. So from the start of the game, you can go anywhere you want to. Although I encourage you to do at least initially a few of the story beats first, then go veer off and go wherever you like. But do a couple of the storylines for the main story first to get a few upgrades, your actual some abilities and stuff like that first, then go out and do whatever your heart's content with BIOMUTANT, because there is so much to do in BIOMUTANT. It's outrageous how much fun this game is and how underrated it is too. I know there are a lot of varying opinions about it. A lot of people liked it, a lot of people disliked it, thought it was boring, and I'm just going to put everyone to rest now and go, it was not boring. I did not have a boring bone in my body with this game. As weird, as bizarre as that sounds, it was not boring to me. It was fun. The gameplay is absolutely slick. The music in it is fantastic. Boss battles, mini bosses, secondary bosses, and all of that. Side quests, there's hundreds of side quests to do. It's absolutely insane the amount of content in this game, apart from all the kick-ass moves you can do, magical powers, making your own weapons, guns, all different swords, blades, even bats, like pole bats, and it's absolutely insane. All different combinations, you can upgrade them, modify them. It's absolutely insane. The story is fantastic. A little bit simplistic, I would say, but it does have a really deep, involving story, and like to go off the beaten track and do some of the side quests, it's really important for the story too, because you get a sense of these characters, that they're in this world, they live in this world, and it's just gorgeous. The graphics are gorgeous. Although I will say, let's talk about the graphics, because I'm going to mix this up a little bit and do it somewhere different. I'm not going to really integrate much of a story in it. I'm going to mix it up and do a little bit different. So graphics wise, the game is gorgeous, absolutely spot on gorgeous. Open world, absolutely gorgeous. Although I do have a few sore points with the graphics, that sometimes it does come across a little bit blurry at times in some areas, and when you see fur moving and grass moving and that, it can be a little bit blurry at times. Not too off-putting. Graphic wise, for moves, for combat moves, kung fu moves, super kung fu moves, and all of that, it's absolutely spot on. The graphics are amazing, crisp. The way the way they do the graphics for the kick-ass magical moves and stuff is really awesome. Different colors, kung pao, all of that sort of stuff. But sometimes I find when you do magical powers, sometimes it does freeze a little midway and then unfreezes and does a super move or something like that. I don't know whether that was just my Xbox playing up, but I did find that it would stutter at times, but nothing too much to worry about. Absolutely amazing graphics. Although, is it PS5 style, PS5 graphics and Xbox X and S graphics? By no means no, but the graphics on it are absolutely amazing. I would say it's on par with PlayStation 4's graphics. Absolutely amazing. I had a fantastic time with the graphics, although sometimes with the graphics as well, it can there would be little glitches every now and then with my mutant that I made at the start before adventuring. So you can make your own mutant, although they limit you in some of the aspects of creating your own mutant. But overall, I had an absolutely fantastic time. Graphics wise, I could not make a complaint. The boss graphics are absolutely amazing. Some of the stuff that they pull off with the bosses, whoo, absolutely stunning. Okay, so that's graphics. The story is basically it's post-apocalyptic, you're a mutant, there's a storyline involved where you're a mutant living on Earth that's that humans have basically destroyed themselves, and after a catastrophic accident, mutants are the ones thriving on this planet, and you've got to survive in a very harsh world. You create your mutant at the start, and then you go on the storyline, do tribe wars, try to subdue the tribes or defeat them, make them join your side. So you got to join a tribe, which I loved that aspect, and you do the whole tribe wars in each area to get the areas. You can make allies with the different tribes. You got boss weapons, you got tribe weapon. No, you got not boss weapons. You got tribe weapons. Sorry, and on top of that, NPCs and all that are important to the story. There's an arc involved where you can invite them, any NPC on, but there's only a limit of 4 that's involved in the story. Although I'm not going to give too much away. Although people have played it by now because this game came out in 2021. But there isn't a Nintendo Switch port coming, currently in development. Don't know how well that's going to go, but it is currently in development. So I've done a little bit of the story beats. I've done the graphics. Now, gameplay-wise, it's absolutely amazing. I clocked in close to 50 hours, just over 30 hours. So I clocked in 35 hours for then that's including a little few side quests here and there off the beaten path. But main story, you could probably do the main story within 20 to 25 hours. It just depends how fast and if you're speed running it. But I completed it within 35, but that was going off the beaten path, and I took more time to modify weapons and do different side quests and stuff like that. So gameplay wise, it is absolutely fun learning all the different kung fu moves. You can mix it up with different weapons, small, medium, large, extra large. You got all these goofy guns that you can change to look very different and modify them with different elements like poison, ice, fire, and then you've got one which is atomic. So it's really it's so much fun. And the gameplay, you got different mounts, you got different you got a little automaton that's with you the whole way through your adventure, and that can do things like glide, shoot, and help you out in battles. You got a goo slider, you got a big automaton machine thing that you can do later. You've got different mounts, you got all sorts of stuff, and it's so much fun to jazzy it all up. The fighting styles in it, the magic that's in it as well. You can choose to go the dark path or the light path. I chose to go the light path and get the good ending, which is absolutely amazing, by the way. And I did all the tribe wars and subdued all the tribes and made them join and let them join me. So it was a lot of fun. Gameplay wise, it's a lot of fun. Absolutely a lot of fun. Even traversing all through the different worlds, getting all the different bio suits, because different zones have different. You got one zone that's heat. You got one zone that's cold. You got one zone that's toxic. So you can't breathe. So you need to get a suit in order for you, an oxygen suit for you to breathe, because this part of the world here is deprived of oxygen. It's throughout little areas where you have to have different suits to suit the area that you're in, because you can't go any further and progress, because you instantly die if you continue further into it. So it is challenging. The boss battles are very challenging and really unique to the game as well. There's different scenarios that you have to do in order to injure the boss, and basically to injure it, you one of them, you have to shoot the little polyps on its feet to bring it down, and then when it falls down you can do double the damage and get a lot more damage in on it. You got one where you have to ride a mount, and you got to ride your mount and figure out how to wrangle in the boss and to damage it on a mount. You got one where you're in a little submarine as well, underwater. It's so much fun. Just trust me, everyone. It is fun. Gameplay is absolutely fun. So I've touched on a little bit on the story, done graphics, done gameplay. My impressions are spot on. I absolutely loved the game. I thought it was my impressions of it was, I didn't think at first I was going to enjoy it, but when I booted it up and played the first 10-15 minutes of it, I fell in love with the game, and it's not what I thought it was going to be. I really had an amazing time with this game. No lie, I had an amazing time with this game, especially on the Xbox. I could have chosen to play it on the PlayStation 5, but I wanted to play it on my Xbox One. So that's what I chose to do, and my impressions of it were absolutely spot on. It's fantastic. It definitely made me feel really happy playing it. It's funny. You got someone that narrates throughout the whole game as well, and although a lot of people said that that's annoying, I actually thought it was quite unique and really such a joy to hear it. But just the banter as well, because sometimes he would joke and stuff like that, and it's really funny, and I thought it was really funny. But my overall verdict of it is great graphics, great gameplay. It's an amazing game. Go and get it, people, and give it a second chance if you have played it and didn't want to play it anymore, or got to the first boss and didn't want to play it after that. Just keep playing it. I would go back and revisit it, maybe start a new game and approach it from a different way, because trust me, I enjoyed the heck out of it, and that's saying a lot, because I didn't think much of it when I first saw it and saw videos of it on YouTube, and I just thought, oh, it looks okay, but I don't know if that's my type of game, and I was totally wrong. So get out there, people, give it a second chance, because honestly, it is absolutely amazing. But other than that, this one is done. This review is done. I really liked it. The team did an amazing job on this game. I really thank them for doing it, even though it did get some people didn't like it and were confused by it and stuff like that. And I had an amazing time. THQ Nordic and Experiment 101 did an amazing job with it. And I would really love to see a sequel. Really love to see a sequel of this, because hands down, I would buy it. But other than that, people, thanks so much for tuning in. To everyone that is tuning in, I really appreciate it. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. To everyone new that is picking these particular videos to watch of mine, Thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to drop a like or a subscribe. That's all I'm asking. Even if it's just a like or just a subscribe. Either way, I'm happy. No pressure. But you do what you do. And thanks so much, guys. I really do. I really do appreciate it. And I will catch you all with the next one very, very soon. All right, guys. Bye.